Hey everyone, just got into the gym. It's snowing outside. It's not that cold. Usually when it snows out here in Philly, unless it's like windy, it doesn't really get that cold into afterwards the snow. Today's a back day, but I'll start off with some pull-up like always. On my back days, I always start off with pull-ups. Gonna do some deadlifts, some medals, rows, and then I'm gonna work in two other back exercises. My throat has been kind of dry. That dry air from the heater has been messing me up a little bit. Drying out my throat, drying my nose. Today probably would have been a perfect day to just lay down and rest. But I already took some days off from the gym, so I'm not going to do that today. So I always like warming up with the bar, just to get the movement in there. Despite what people believe, deadlifts are done properly are not really that bad on your back unless you do them improperly and you just go too much weight using your back, lower back to lift instead of your legs. Some people like doing deadlifts for legs. Yeah, technically it is kind of leg because it does hit the hamstring, the glutes. But I always work in there with back. It hits the whole posterior chain. You have to engage your lats. Yes, you get your leg drive. You use the lower back towards the top of the movement, not at the beginning of the movement. But it's a whole. Deadlifts probably hit the whole from your foot all the way up to your neck because that's how good deadlifts are, all through your back. I recommend doing deadlifts the correct way. I'm gonna slowly increase the weight and see how much. I don't know if I'm gonna go too high. Depends how I get the first sets to see how high I go after that, depending on how I feel at the first few sets. Alright, bring out the straps because after I keep increasing the weights, my grip will actually feel before my rest of my back and legs will give out. This is lightweight, but I'm still gonna start using the grips. When I set up the deadlifts, there's lines right here. I usually like putting my feet in these lines. This actually brings me basically kind of the shoulder width. I like doing the shoulder width stance. Some people like sumo, some people like wider and more, I won't say a narrow stance because you don't have balance, a little bit more wider stance. But this is a good measurement right here. For me, at least, feel a little wider than, wider in the shoulders, probably bigger than me. might not work for you, but I think this for most people will actually work. These lines right here, they don't measure. Put my lines in between, my hands in between these two lines. And before I lift, I kind of dip in there and straighten out my back and engage the lats. As I said, it's snowing outside. Today probably would have been a perfect day just to lay down and just chill and rest up. But I already took a few days off. Yeah, my body would have benefited probably taking today off too. I went to the gym yesterday. However, I'm the type of person that the less I move around, the less I do, the more I want to do that and the more inactive I become. So I had to disrupt that somehow and put some activity in there, because if I got some activity, I'll actually be more productive and do more things. I would like to think a lot of us are like that. If you never noticed that, try to be more active during the daytime and try to think about how is the rest of your movement during that day, during a few days afterwards, and then just be not as active for a few days and see how you move around and see how your mood is and your energy levels is. So that's one of the reasons I didn't want to actually take off. But it's good because I'm gonna do back, go train out my client, then I'm gonna eat, then I'm gonna do some biceps, a little bit of posing. And by the time I get home, it's gonna be 12:30, 1 o'clock, just in time for the Eagles game. And I could just chill and relax with the family, relax with the baby and stuff like that. Yeah, the Eagles, man, they've been playing horrible lately, 3 losses in a row. I don't know what's up with them, but hey, still an Eagles fan. I increased the weight a little bit. With deadlifts, you should rest a little bit more. It's very taxing on your nervous system. It sets your nervous system. It just fatigues you, sort of like squats. They're just a very, very fatiguing exercise. So it's okay to actually rest a little bit longer. Just make sure, you get your breath, you're ready to go to the next set, and then go to your next set before you continue exercise. Also with deadlifts, this is one exercise that I do not take to failure. Why? Because when you start failing deadlifts, your technique starts falling off. And if you're going very heavy, you can get injured. So like you'll start tweak a little bit, lifting with your back instead. So once this one I would take to technical failure. Once you feel like you can't get the movement like in a perfect line, just stop it to avoid any kind of injury. I'm gonna stop the rep there. I'm feeling kind of good, so I'm gonna stop the rep there. Try to increase the weight. Trying to get a little bit more strength too. Yeah, I'm not a power lifter, but by gaining strength, it's gonna allow me to lift lighter weight for more reps, and not necessarily either. You gotta because if you also don't train for longer reps, your muscle, even though you're strong, your muscle will fatigue before that. It's different fiber activations during the muscles for shorter sets and longer, higher rep sets. But what I mean by increasing the weight and getting stronger is this is going to allow me to actually lift up that heavier weight, and then I can push that heavier weight and try to push that heavier weight to get more reps and focus on the heavier weight. So that it's a balance. I don't want to do too little bit of reps because then I'm going to get into the more powerlifting area, but that's my goal recently. I switched it up at the beginning when I came off the competition. I was doing more of a higher reps, and I was working and stuff like that, and then I took a deload week and came back and felt really strong. I'm still doing a lot of volume. I'm doing 5 sets, so I'm getting a lot of reps in, a lot of volume, but I kind of lowered it more to like the 8 to 10 to 12 range instead of 15 to 20, 25. All right, for this set, I'm actually going to do a one-hand reverse, one-hand supinated. It kind of helps you out when you're going heavier, lift up heavier. It kind of hooks you in there like a hook, and it balances you out. One hand, so when you like this, you can start leaning forward, leaning backwards. You don't really have the balance. This, when you do it one hand reverse and one hand supinated, it kind of balances you out, allows the body to stabilize, and you can get more weight that way. I didn't get that many reps there because I'm going to increase the weight one more time. Was just trying to see how that felt before I decided to increase the weight. It's good to sometimes gauge the weight, how you feeling, instead of going right to the heaviest set. Your body is always can be off. You might lose some sleep. You might not have ate well. Like me, right now my nose is clogged up and all congested. So it's kind of messing with my head and my balance and everything. But I feel all right, and I'm gonna increase the weight a little bit. I tried 405, not as strong as I thought I was today. I've gotten 405 before, one time for PR. For some reason today is not budging at all. So lower the weight to 365. Let's see how I deal with this. Lower the weight, just gonna explain real quick, like I'm gonna continue lowering the weight and repping out now. So I'm lower the weight 315, 275, 135, and just rep out for these rest of these deadlifts. All right, the Meadows row. I actually love this variation of a row. It's kind of a barbell bent over row mixed in with a one hand dumbbell row. So it's like in between both of those exercises. I actually didn't know about this exercise until I saw someone at the gym do it. So I'm glad I seen them do it. I actually tried it out myself. It's an amazing exercise. I love it. I have two 25 plates on there. Instead of using the 45 plate, I noticed if I use the smaller plates, it lets me get more of a stretch on the lat area, in the upper delt, when I let it stretch out. If I use the bigger plate, it hits the ground, I don't get that full stretch. So I'd rather use the smaller plates and get that full stretch. Guys, it's snowing hard out here. Hopefully coming to the gym was not a mistake. Get stuck. I don't think I'm gonna get stuck. I'm a little saturated. Still really not even sticking like that. But it's kind of coming down. So I should be fine now. I'm gonna finish up with this supinated one hand, lat pull downs, 5 sets, and I'm out of here. More fatigued than I thought. Went to sleep pretty early last night. I did wake up a few times, coughing. Like I said, my nose has just been messed up. I hate the winter. I really do. But you know, the heater has been drying up my nose, and I bought 2 humidifiers. And it's still messing with me. So, but let me get these 5 sets, I'm gonna go home before I go train with a client. I guess I'm not the only crazy person. There's one more person at the gym. Usually there's like 4 or 5 people at this time already, but there's just one other person. So I'm not the only insane person coming out here in the snow and working out. There's some gym people out here, motivated, get their workout, even if it's snowing outside. So that makes me feel less crazy out here. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. So I came back to the gym. This is a different gym. This is the other gym I go to hit my arms. I'm like the only crazy person out here in the snow out here working out. I'm not gonna record this session. I'm gonna go hard on my arms. I really want to focus, and I just want to get done this workout so I can go pose. I am going to record the posing and then go relax with the family. I'm going to take out my baby son out for the first time in the snow. I don't think he's going to like it, but let me get this workout real quick and I'm going to show y'all the posing. I'll get at y'all. So I'm looking at the schedule for competition. There's a few in the late April. There's one in May in Philly that I'm definitely going to do. So I'm just trying to figure out, there's still, NPC still hasn't had the full schedule out for natural bodybuilding, so I want to see if there's different ones in April I'm going to do. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do my first show in April or May. If I do my first show in April, I'm gonna start cutting in January. If I do my first show in May, I'll start cutting down in February. I think it is time to start cutting down some. I look fine everywhere else, but if you see, my midsection has a lot of weight. But what's crazy is I still have a lot of definition in my legs. Like, even though I'm bulked up, there's definitions right there in my legs. Like, it's just, I have a lot of definition. So most of my weight I'm carrying right here, I'm 163. There seems to be a lot of water and fat around here. Hopefully I gain 1 or 2 pounds of muscle during this bulk. You don't have too many abs. It's striation on the legs still. So according to the judges, my back and my shoulders was a weak point. I'm gonna look at this video later, see how my back looks. You know, you can't see your back unless you have someone record and take pictures. So I'm gonna look at that. Believe it or not, guys, the posing is way harder than lifting weights. Like, you hear me out of breath? It takes a lot, especially when I start posing like for half an hour sometimes, or 45 minutes. It can really start, you know, feeling like a whole workout in itself. Sometimes I feel that more than I actually feel when I'm working out. You know, you gotta contract your muscles. Oh. Like I said, the legs are looking good still. The legs are looking good still. Just gotta run down the midsection. Got a lot in the midsection. But once I start cutting, that'll go away. Hopefully this bulk was successful and I just gained all fat. I'm gonna practice some more and then I'll see you guys at home. I'll take out the baby out to the snow, see how he reacts. About to bring Jason up this first snow day. I have no boots. I haven't owned a pair of boots in a long time. Doesn't snow like that anymore. When it does snow, I'm not usually outside in the snow. So, but let's see how Jason reacts to the snow. Jason, say hi, Jason. Let's see how he likes the snow.
Put the hood up.
Yeah.
Is it cold? Come on, baby, come on. Come on.
You don't know what to do with it. God just says, look, here, grab it.
You want his gloves?
I want him to touch it with eyes closed to see how it feels.
I'm going back inside.
Touch it, look, grab it.
Yo, why is there in Arizona? Do you think it's frozen? Oh no!
Oh shit, this is cool.
Snow angel.
There you go.
Oh.
He likes it.
Come on, baby. Ooh. He got something in his mouth.
Yeah, he's eating the snow.
Oh,
It's a twig. How do you get a twig in your mouth?
Here, put the He's going for clean.
No, eat it.
No, he's going for clean snow. Go ahead, baby. Go explore. Go. Go, baby, go.
I thought he was gonna not last that long. I thought he was gonna cry right away.
They put his thing on so that his fingers don't get too
What, his gloves?
cold. Yeah.
They're wet. Not gonna get frostbite.
Come on. Now look how red it is already.
She's not gonna get frostbite.
Yeah.
He doesn't want him. He's fine.
Yeah. Come on.
Look, you don't want him. Ouch.
Go on, Daddy. Hey, Jason. Go on, Daddy. Ready here. Hey, Jason. I'm yours.
No fall.
Yeah. Oh, this all red.
You wanna take outside? She wants to go outside with me.
You want to go inside? You want to go? Come on. Let's go. Go in.
No, he's fine. We're the ones that want to go inside. Yeah? They're cool.
No, wait, no.
There's not enough space to do this thing.
You can do it on the table. Oh, yeah, it's cold? Okay. They work the cold, okay.
Yeah, I don't think he's ready.
He's ready.
Alright, he lasted longer than I thought he was. So, that's a good thing. He lasted a little bit long. Oh, there he goes. His hands are cold. He's complaining. I thought he was going to last way less than that. Actually, I'm looking at the thing. It's 2 minutes, babe. 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
We were out here?
Yeah, but I cut it off, remember, for like 5-10 seconds. So, with the other video on this, he lasted about 5 minutes, so I was right. This came inside, got the protein hot chocolate and the little honey bun with the peanut butter on top. That's a little cheap meal right there. With the protein hot chocolate. About to watch the Eagles. They already scored 7. Talk to y'all guys next time.